with making decisions? Do you find yourself stuck in analysis paralysis mode, unable to pick a lane and commit? Or do you choose one and spend a long time regretting your decision and lamenting the one you didn't pick? In this episode, you'll learn how to make decisions confidently and without regret, how to reframe whatever decision you make as a release, and how to heck yes your way to a happier you. Episode 29, What It Means to Decide, the Power of Making Choices. The other week, I was waiting to go through passport control at the airport. There were 2 possible queues I could join. So, did I pick a lane and crack on with the next stage of my holiday? No. I spent a ridiculously long time debating the merits of each queue, analysing the behaviour of the people in front, and trying to determine which would be the speediest of the 2 options. In all the time I spent dithering, about five other people joined each queue, and I was further behind than had I just picked one and waited patiently. Queuing at the supermarket brought up similar dilemmas. No matter which queue I picked, every other one seemed to move more smoothly than mine, and I found myself stuck behind the customer with several missing barcodes. Up until recently, decision making has not been one of my strong points. Until, that is, I reframed my entire decision making approach. The word decide comes from the Latin decidere, which means to cut off. And by thinking of decisions this way, it's made all the difference in how I approach them. When we decide on one path, we are essentially cutting off or letting go of other potential paths. Now, depending on which way you look at it, this can be terrifying or liberating. It's all a matter of perspective. Part 1, the psychology of decision making. It's exhausting making decisions all the time. Every waking moment, we're faced with a constant stream of decisions. What to wear, when to get up, which way to go now, how to move, what to say, what not to say, and so on and so on and so on. This is why we form habits. Habits are a way for the brain to go into autopilot, requiring much less energy and conscious processing time. They feel safe and easy. And we are hardwired to seek out things that are safe and easy. We're far more likely to go for the familiar over the untried, the comfortable over the new. We don't like to lose things or the sense of things. There are so many choices we make each day, from small ones to life-altering ones, that it's hard to keep count of them. Sometimes it feels as though there are just too many choices and that learning to choose is hard. There is something called the paradox of choice, which suggests that having too many choices can cause us stress. In fact, in Dutch, there is an expression that translates as choosing is losing. And sometimes it does feel like that. If you're struggling with too many choices, see if you can reduce it down to 2. Whittle the options down one by one until you're left with the 2 most important ones, and then decide from there. When taking a decision is viewed as cutting off of one or more paths, our natural response is likely to be one of stress and discomfort, as though we're burning our bridges. If we choose to view making a decision as releasing the other possibilities, then this is when we can feel liberated. Part 2. Heck yes, your way to freedom. Somebody once said that if it's not a heck yeah, then it's a no. And this approach has helped me many times. It's a very simplistic way of determining how you feel about something that can free up a great deal of your time. It's a great way of devoting your energy to your choice and limits the likelihood of if onlys or what ifs. Rather than committing half-heartedly to something and then spending a great deal of energy worrying about how things might have turned out had you gone for the other option. Yes puts a spring in your step so that you can stride forward in the direction of your choice with your own internal cheerleader backing you all the way. Heck yes helps you to clarify your values and prioritize in a way that feels in alignment. Part 3. Cutting off and letting go. David Joseph Schwartz said, "Action cures fear. Indecision, postponement, on the other hand, fertilizes fear." We're sometimes so afraid of making a wrong decision that we do something much worse. Nothing. Indecision leaves us stuck and unable to move, and we can dither, hesitate, and waste a great deal of time in analysis paralysis. Making a decision is an action. It liberates us from indecision. It requires a certain amount of bravery to embrace one option and let go of the others. Here are some practical ways for you to make decisions more easily. 1. Define your values. Clarify what's most important to you, and then it will be easier to choose between options if one aligns better with your priorities. 2. Let go of the alternatives. When we release the other options, we are releasing ourselves from lingering doubts or regret. This is in itself liberating. 3. Use the 10-10-10 rule. Ask yourself, how will I feel about this in 10 minutes, 10 months, and 10 years? This can help us prioritize our longer term fulfillment over short term discomfort. 4. Limit your daily decisions. Create small daily habits to reduce your mental load, like making a meal plan, arranging your work clothes the night before, or setting the table for breakfast before you go to bed. 5. Embrace imperfection. Remember that done and shipped is better than never dispatched. Often, our decisions can lead to unexpected opportunities and can benefit us in ways we hadn't even anticipated. The power to decide is a great gift. Let's decide to use it in ways that help us make the most of our journey here on Earth. Sign up to my weekly newsletter and receive my free ebook, The Hidden Language of Colour. Visit my website at www.iamjennywilson.com and follow the free ebook link. Or you can check out my YouTube channel, Jenny Wilson Soul Language. Let's reconnect next time. In the meantime, let's decide to keep expanding.